What's going on? Wait. Remove that from stream. There we go. A little choppy still again. What is up, my ham radio people? I'm Frank KG5HJ, and that's my smoker. How is my audios this time? I think I have it set up right. I have lights going on everywhere. It's Frank. We have sound. Yes. Is it my sound? Not the other sound. Woo. We're about to find out. All right. I got a thumbs up from my side here. Woo! So this morning, what we did is we went ahead and prepped the ribs. Since then, I already got the firebox going. Let's go ahead and take a peek inside there. Got to put this in my pocket. Don't need that anymore. Like I said, this is an old family smoker. Woo! Got to get that started a little bit again. I had this going for about an hour just to get coals up and get it really hot for us to throw the ribs on. This will come back in a minute. Open it up a bit. But, ooh, look at that. That will pop back up. I'm going to just throw the ribs on here now. One rack. Two rack. Now what I did here is I have foil boats. I kind of call them my foil boat for these racks of ribs. Because like I said, this is an old smoker and my stepdad used to use charcoal on this all the time. So there's some charcoal residue. I don't trust the grate yet. So I've been using the boats, the foil boats on them. But it does have the added bonus of being able to pick this up when it's time to rotate your meat, and it doesn't all fall apart. You don't have to get the tongs and try to wiggle underneath it. It's very simple to pick it up, move it over, and you're good to go. I do have one other thing here. Like I said, I got all those couple of trimmings I prepared. Sweet. What can we see here? Let's go ahead and move that camera. There we go. A little blown out, but that's what we get for being in the sun. Try to block it a bit. I got some trimmings over here, which will be done probably about halfway through the smoke. We're going to go ahead and nibble on those, and we got the 3 sets of ribs. The fire's coming back over here. I just choked it off a little bit too much. Let's go ahead and throw a log on. Right now, I do have mostly pecan, because I was just, again, using it as a filler wood. But that pecan, it doesn't overpower the smoke flavor. And since I just raked all the coals out, I need to make a nice bed of embers so that we can go ahead. Ooh, smoke in my eye. Why did I stop wearing contacts? I could do this without even blinking with my contacts. Put it right there. We'll give it a couple of minutes there to light. But now I'm putting mesquite on there so I can get that mesquite flavor. And I'm going to use mesquite here for the next couple hours. And then after the midway point, I'm going to start feeding it pecan because we don't want any more. Talk to that camera. We don't want any more smoke flavor past that point. Here, oh, thermometer, so we see where the meat's at. There, look at that fire. What I did here, I did cheat a bit. Let me switch again. when I was lighting this, I have ugh, a flamethrower. Mike, eat your heart out. Should buy one of these. I'm gonna light it off of here. There we go. This is a flamethrower that you can use for, oh, me being safe and all. I turned off the gas. Yeah. Eat your heart out, Mike. All right, turn off the gas again. Let's be safe. Um, my flamethrower is better than yours, Jake. I lit all this, the big old chunks off of that. I just set it in, wedged it in there, and turned it on for about 5 to 10 minutes. And the wood was lit by then. So there we go. The fire is hot again. And let's talk about vents a little bit. So this particular grill, or my smoker here, has 2 air vents. One's down here. I have probably about a little less than a half. And the second one's up here, which I just have a smidgen. Now, these air vents, the entire time I'm going to be using for airflow to also help, and that will, set your temp, set your words. Man, did I say last night we drank too much? um, set your temperature there. Um, so for the temperature control, as you open up the front vent down here, think it kind of as like a jumbo jet. Um, which camera I'm looking at? The more airflow you open it up here, the more airflow you're going to create. But since this other one's kind of poked off, you see it, the air's trying to flow through and it's kind of stemming it a bit. If we open it all the way, woo, look at that smokestack go. So that our fire is going to get very hot right now with all that airflow, and we kind of don't want that. We want to smoke, not grill. So I like this one cracked about that much. Then this other one about that much. Give me a good airflow there. That's just what I worked with over time, and I kind of fell on that set. But if we wanted the firebox to get cooler or the smoker to get cooler, we'll go ahead and just choke it off all the way. And then the fire will die down and the temperature will drop probably about 10 to 15 minutes. But if we wanted, it was getting kind of cold and we just wanted to crank it all the way up, just open that all the way. You open that all the way, and then it will just start heating up. But if you want to create it like a little jet engine, you have that open all the way and close that about halfway. Now your firebox will be sucking in all the cold air here, and since we have a large output over there, it kind of creates a little wind tunnel in there, and that will get the fire even hotter because it's all about airflow management and fuel. So right now we're about right in the cooking range overall, about 150. So it does take some time for this to get up. So we're going to open up about a little bit. I kind of like that right there. I do have 2 thermometers inside the, what do we got? Inside here. And that's telling us what the temperature is inside the smoker itself. I have them light on top of the meat, not in the meat, so I know what temperature it is on top of my meat. For a while, these temperatures would be a little skewed just because the meat's cold. I pulled it out. We're about to get into some controversial territory. Do you take your meat from the fridge and put it in the smoker, or do you pull your meat out and let it warm up for a bit? But give a note, the longer you leave it out is the longest in the danger zone, because that danger zone is room temperature. You don't want anything room temperature that you're serving. You either want it piping hot or cold. So I go through and I leave my meat out from the fridge for about half an hour to an hour, depending how cold it is, to warm it up. And that's because the meat can get up to a cooking temperature a little bit faster. If you take it from the fridge right out and throw it on the smoker, it will take some more time to heat up and start cooking itself. There's two ways of thoughts. One is not more correct than the other. It's just holy wars for smokers out there. But I'm forgetting my rule here. There we go. The meat is on. It is time for some whiskey. I need to put that away. And a cigar. I should have had this ready. Yeah, that one. No, 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 no. Yeah, that one. Good old long one. See, I was too busy tending to the smoker to had all this set up like a good pit master. Who's that other guy behind me? I don't know. He just kind of randomly showed up. So thank you for everyone for swinging by. We are almost at the halfway point. We are having an awesome time. Learned a lot about antennas there from Adam and how to plan an antenna for a hike and propagation. There we go.
They were asking what wood were you using? I know you mentioned pecan, but they were asking.
I use a mix right now of pecan and mesquite wood. And at the beginning, since the smoke box was, hold on, there we go. I just cleaned out the firebox and there was no embers, I lit it up with just pecan and I let that rage for a while, creating the embers and a hot bed of coals. So when I put more logs on there, they will light almost instantly and they keep the firebox hot. But now I'm transitioning into a more mesquite in the firebox to give me the smoky flavor. And the camera's tilted, which is, there we go, that's better. It doesn't have a mount. It has a tripod mount, but that's behind the scenes. What else? What else we got there, Jason?
Izza wants to know what cigar you're smoking.
Good question. I have a Picardo Mondoro. This was recommended to me. It is a mid body cigar, but kind of with a full body peppery to it, and it's a nice. I was told a nice morning cigar, which usually when I'm lighting the smoker up, it is in the morning. I just poured myself some more of the Knob Creek that I was drinking last night. This is just the regular 9 year Knob Creek.
You already answered this earlier, but John N5 SKT is asking what temperature do you go for the grill?
Don, what temperature I go for the grill? I'm shooting for about 190 to 210. It is hard to nail exact temperature with a smoker. There's tons of environmental variables, if the sun's direct out on it, if it's raining and whatnot. So a good 20 degrees kind of range is pretty good. If I can get it in that mark and hold it for the longest, that's going to be the best thing.
John says, how many drinks to light your smoker?
How many drinks to light my smoker? Well, this is the first drink I poured this morning, and if you watched a happy hour, you'll understand why. Yeah, yeah. Oh, but along with another video, I got some sun tea going. We're going to enjoy that later today. Oh man, this is nice. It turned out to be a nice day. I was so worried about the rain. I had contingency plans in my contingency plans. I was about to reel the smoker up into the garage and just like open the garage when I need to, close the garage door, and just have the studio set up inside. And I'm so glad it turned out to be a nice day. Currently, we're at, I'm going to say 170. Down by the meat is around, on the hot end, I got 141, and on the cool end at 113. As I was talking about those foil boats earlier, um, let me just move this now. I keep a tray right here on the side of the grill, right there. And that tray is what I use to help me rotate the meat. The rotating the meat I do every hour. Um, Checking angle and frame a bit. Every hour. So every hour I open up the smoke box, I pull the meat out from this side, and I turn it a quarter degree or a quarter, and I set it on this tray. Then I move the meat on this end to slide it down straight. Then when I pick up the meat again, I rotate it another quarter. So what was hot in the firebox down at this part of the firebox is now pointing away from the firebox, so I get a more consistent cook time over my smoke. And every hour I just do that, so the meat will be sitting down here by the firebox for about an hour, and the next time, since the ribs, it's about a 4 hour to 4.5, sometimes 5 hour cook time. They only sit by the firebox on that end once or twice. So that way, if you just left it here, these will be burnt. Then in the middle will probably be pretty good, and the other end will be raw. You can't serve raw meat to your family. We're not doing that here. We have another question?
They're asking how the mosquitoes are, but I haven't seen any
No,
mosquitoes.
no mosquitoes, but I got a bee flying around me right now. But don't bother them; they won't bother you. So live and let live. No mosquitoes yet, which is
The
surprising.
rain hasn't been gone long enough.
Well, but it's rained enough to have that standing water here in Texas.
True. True.
Ooh, I'm just watching the stream, see if anyone pops in. Hopefully, it'll show me. Who's next after me there, Jason?
Let's look here. Uh, Craig has alpha antennas.
Alpha antennas. Oh, that's gonna be good.
Yep. On WJ6F channel.
Do I turn the ribs on the foil? No, I just pick up the foil completely. So I use the foil as leverage to lift them all up without needing giant tongs to scoop in there and pick them up. I did that a couple times, and you end up kind of poking or tearing, or sometimes half the rib is falling off, and it stresses the meat and create tears, and sometimes it'll just fall right off. So the foil boats, I was, like I said earlier, I started it just because of this grill, but I'm starting to like that technique overall for ease of just picking it up and turning the whole thing at once. And I'll show you in the mid smoke check-in, 3 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Texas time, because it's Texas, 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 Texas.
Trying to make people drink. Uh,
Ooh, I drinked for that. I finished mine.
Hey, Frank, tell Jason we were hanging on his All Star Hub. I brought my All Star Hub.
Hmm.
They can't hear me, so you have to repeat this.
Okay.
I brought my All Star, my portable All Star Hub, my Sherry node,
Uh-huh.
and I need to hook it up, but I have to log into it and add your
All
Wi-Fi
right.
to it
So
first.
Jason says he did bring his All Star Sherry node. Mine is still not working yet, and we will be sitting on the All Star node
He said,
probably 30 minutes
he
after.
said several people are out there right now.
Okay. Well, we'll be sitting on there.
Yeah.
Probably 30 or 40 minutes after this. We're gonna go grab some lunch, and then we will be hanging out. And I'll probably have a camera turned on, maybe in Discord. We'll see if I can set that up and keep it going. Um, if you just want to tune in, we'll probably won't be interacting. We'll be actually watching the YouTubers HamFest. Woo! Let's forget about 2020 together. Yes. Buy more radios, because 2020 might happen again, and we'll see.
Actually, I can plug this directly into your router, and I don't even have to put it on Wi-Fi.
Oh, we can do.
I just Ethernet it in there.
Oh, we could do that. Yeah, Jason said we just run some Ethernet cable. I got tons of that upstairs, so we'll do that right after this. Or if you want to go digging through the electronics
No,
thing, you can go
we'll
ahead and.
put it up after you're done.
What else we got going on there, Jason? I'm going to switch to my Four Roses. A little bit smoother than the knob.
He said so. Smoke only touches the upside.
Yes, yes, but you can't tell. To be
Yeah,
honest,
you can't.
you can't tell. The underside is if you look at both ends, you can tell the underside what didn't really have a lot of direct contact because the moisture is getting stuck between the foil layer and the ribs. But to be honest, no one has complained about that to me, um, and it's never been an issue that that's came up.
The smoke does a pretty good job of permeating the meat.
Yeah. We're still slowly climbing. We kind of stalled a bit, so what we're gonna do is open it up a little bit more. But this is what you got to do on a. I'm gonna say it. I am gonna say it, Jason. A real smoker, not a pellet smoker, not a backyard weekend warrior smoker where you just plug it in and you go to bed and wake up to brisket in the morning. A real smoker. A man's got to attend it. Man's got to love it. Make sure everything comes out real nice. Um, I'm just looking to see if anyone joins my stream for the handoff. That's going to happen in 8 minutes. 8 minutes.
Is he gonna join your stream?
You didn't reach out to me.
Okay.
I'm just watching in case the links are in the shared place. Craig, you're more than welcome to come on and chat up a bit. Woo! That sun is out. I'm sorry for the washout color. I can't do much to correct it on that camera. So, what else we got going on there, Jason? Oh, this is fun. I like having a Frank around.
You like having a break around? That's good. Ham Radio Hobo, can you vacuum pack the meat and send it to my QTH with a QSO card?
Oh, Ham Radio Hobo wants some meat vacuum pack to him. Well, QSL cards will be coming to me. Once I have the house situation settled, I will be printing up some QSL cards. I'm going to get a PO box, so it doesn't matter where I land. I will be accepting and sending QSL cards. So anyone who has sent me a QSL card, I got them saved. There will be a little short segment on when I get around to do that, and I'll be sending those out. That is in the works. Almost made it over the fence. Mm. This is what life is about. So the next 5 hours, my butt will be planted, happy, and doing nothing other than watching the temperatures. We gone up another couple degrees since I opened it up. Look at that smoke. Yeah, can we see it? A little bit, maybe.
See it a little bit. Not, you can't see the top of the stack.
Yeah.
It's coming out the right side of the grill.
Ooh, that's some good whiskey. All right. Got anything else there, Jason?
Nope, nope.
Cool.
Right now. 6 minutes until Craig takes over.
Yeah.
We're talking about a Traeger grill.
Yes, that is a one of the premium brands of pellet smokers out there. I'm not going to speak too ill against the category of Traeger grills, other than what I said. They do produce good smoked meat. I think I get a more consistent and better smoke flavor out of my wood smoker. The pellet smokers are still smoking wood, but chopped up to little pellets. And they do good smoked meats. My brother has a Green Mountain that I might feature on the channel later. We are trying to power it off of my battery, a solar powder battery system. There's some hiccups. There's some hiccups. We're trying to work through them, and once we do that, it will probably be on my battery update. That is coming. There is coming. My CPAP battery update is coming. I promise. I need to film it. I lost a lot of video that I was going to do with it on the trip. I got to reshoot it. It's going to be shot in a fun way, my way.
Craig's in the room.
Craig's in the room. I'm not seeing his camera popping up.
Because he's in your green room. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
Are you on the right one, Craig? Um, I'm trying to bring you in. So, Jason, is there supposed to be something that's popping up saying someone's here to add?
No, they just show up at the bottom there.
That's what I thought, but I'm not seeing them. Craig, we're trying.
No,
I'd love to have
he's
you.
not in there. He might be in another. He might be using another link.
I have 3 streams, Craig. Make sure you're on the Meet On one. Meet On. Sorry, I couldn't think of a better name for this segment.
Yeah, there
Meet
were some
On.
jokes flying about that on the first one.
I tried several times to come up with a better name. I'm sorry. Don, I don't know how to do this. This camera.
They're saying this camera looks a lot better, and I'm like, yeah, it's because the other one's a webcam.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Okay.
Add to stream. Dual. Let me put in a. I think. I think.
He came in for a second.
Craig, what's going on, man? I added you to
No,
stream.
not a lot.
There it is.
Just getting ready to hit the airwaves with Steve from Alpha Antenna, owner and creator.
Mhm. Oh man, that's going to be a fun one. Did you have any quick questions for me? Anything you like? Yeah, I bet you're busy doing your own thing though. But
Yeah, no question so far. I know you're doing it the real way. I'm one of the cheaters. I use a Traeger from Costco.
if that's what you do, your barbecue, man, more power to you. I just have opinions, and I'll be happy to show up and eat pellet, smoked ribs and everything. And I, it's just my opinion. I think pellet is a way I prefer this way. Um, but hey, to each their own. As long as we're eating happy and everyone's enjoying it, it don't matter.
Oh, I agree. But I know your stuff does taste better, so.
All right. Well, we got 1 minute left. Let me let you go. We get ready for
Yep.
your stream. I'll go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you for everyone to showing up. I am about to tend to the firebox one last time to make sure everything's going right. And all my tankers out there, go forth and conquer.